Here we're looking at a slide of the uterus, and the job of the uterus is to serve as a site for implantation of the embryo and then growth and development and nourishment of that growing baby. So if we start from the superficial layers, the peritoneum is this layer of connective tissue that helps to contain the muscle and the underlying endometrium, as well as connecting to the ligaments, like the broad ligament that anchor the uterus to the walls of the abdominal pelvic cavity, and also help to keep it in place and in line with the fallopian tubes and the ovary. Next, we can see the myometrium. Myo's muscle, metro, refers to the uterus itself. That muscle is smooth muscle that responds to oxytocin. So during childbirth, oxytocin would be secreted, and that helps to expel the baby out of the uterus. When women orgasm, oxytocin actually helps to contract the uterus and helps to move sperm up through the uterus out to the fallopian tubes. The last layer is the endometrium, which is the deepest layer. So you can see that the lumen is indicated here. That would be the inside or the opening of the uterus. The endometrium will change significantly during different phases of the uterine cycle. And as the uterus develops and builds up each month, it will start to develop more and more of these uterine glands. So for our course, you don't have to know the difference between different phases of the uterine cycle and the appearance of the endometrium, but let's talk about these uterine glands. So the uterine glands have actually gone under a significant amount of research. So one of the things they do is they secrete chemicals that help the embryo find a place for implantation. It's almost like a chemical talking to each other between the embryo and the endometrium. They also secrete chemicals that help to develop the placenta that will eventually become the nutrient supply for that growing embryo. And until the placenta is fully developed, it appears that these uterine glands will also secrete chemicals like glucose and amino acids, lipids, enzymes that feed that growing embryo.